They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quickly complete. At the 45 on its way. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one. The tackle is finally made. And why waste any time? Get right to it. The offense with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. Spins away. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Off play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Knight. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And he put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. All right, right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Tight end now in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human. For one play, he has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and took it on into the... They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Here's the handoff. At the 15, he's loose. Tons of room in the middle. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Fires to the big fella. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Ducks have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the back. Looking for room at the 30. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already...
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, and they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal...
Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. It's complete to the left.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Ducks are on the move. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men not only throw the football.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab deep. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're
looking for a deep man. Grabs it inside the 10. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll immediately call timeout.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on, bottling him up. That's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big...
Touchdown, Oregon! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And this is blowout city. This offense...
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Finds his big tight end. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Knight. They'll run the screen. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have in the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time.
Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Working that left side now. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Give him 6. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's not an accident.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. He's got an open man. Oh, he got loose. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense.
Set, ready.
A run for the quarterback. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'd say, well, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the 1st down.
The option look. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Right back to the well. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Some might have the philosophy of milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's That's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The toss sweep to the right. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easy.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a gap. It's Riggs. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. He's gonna fire deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense.
Breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. He now has 84 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.